reincarnated. He obtains the most powerful system, giving him the Necromancer skill, and this is the title of the manhwa. Help us get 69 likes and let's begin. At a small temple, someone recounts having a dream last night in which God told them that if they went to the temple and made a wish, it would come true. A couple kneels before a large statue, the woman urging her husband to join her in prayer to fulfill their wishes. With hands clasped and eyes closed, the wife prays for God's blessing to grant them a child. The husband gazes at his praying wife, remarking that since their first child's passing, she has been mentally unstable, alternating between moments of clarity and confusion. The husband acknowledges that due to their old age, they cannot have any more children. Pondering aloud, the husband wonders if there could be a chance for a child to descend from the heavens. While outside, a young man falls from the sky towards the temple. Startled by his wife's voice, the husband is snapped out of his daydream. With a deafening crash, rubble cascades from the ceiling, prompting the husband to instinctively shield his wife from the debris, her face contorted in terror. The guy who fell through the roof rubs his head in pain, questioning his whereabouts. Examining his changed attire, he puzzles over why his clothes are different. Grasping the guy's hands with delight, the woman declares that he has truly appeared, believing that God must have sent him to them. Taken aback, the husband marvels at the possibility that the gods have indeed manifested themselves by granting their requests. However, the guy snaps at the woman, pulling his hands away, and demands to know who she is. He tells the woman that she can eat whatever she pleases, but she can't just randomly pick someone else's son. Enraged, the husband kicks the guy, sending him slamming into the wall, berating him for mistreating his mother. In response, the woman punches her husband, calling him a in return, and yelling at him not to hit her son. The guy, looking fed up, tells the couple that's enough, but upon closer inspection of them, he stops talking, looking bewildered. He notices the couple's outdated attire and realizes something is amiss. With a confused look, he questions whether he just traveled through time. On the road, a horse-drawn carriage travels, the driver wielding a whip and commanding the horse to move forward. Inside the carriage, the couple and the guy sit, as the husband asks the guy if he means to say he isn't from this world, to which the guy agrees. The guy explains that he seems to have lost his memory and only recalls a limited number of images. After pondering, the guy recalls his name is Hanshin, his age is 19, and remembers doing a very difficult job in his world. Hanshin questions why he has to work so hard, carrying a heavy load on his back and sweating. He wonders where his family members are and why he doesn't have any friends. Hanshin admits that he doesn't remember how he got there. The old woman, with a warm smile, asks Hanshin what he wants to eat, offering to cook for him when they get back. As the husband watches silently, the husband suggests they go somewhere first, leaving Hanshin wondering. At the Wuzuan Mountain Oriental Academy, inside the trial hall, two other people inspect Hanshin, and the woman confirms that the uniform Hanshin wears is indeed from their academy. The woman suggests Hanshin might be the chosen one, while the man calls her master and suspects Hanshin of freeloading. The woman raises her finger and firmly states that whether it might be true or false, they will know soon, and if it's a scam, the couple and Hanshin will face the consequences. Instructing Hanshin to step over and touch the stone, the woman points to a huge crystal-like object nearby, to which he agrees. Hanshin walks over to the stone, noting that although the other two look confused, they don't seem to be bad people. Deciding to follow their instructions for now, he resolves to figure out more later as he puts his hand on the stone. Wondering if he must keep touching the stone, he checks his reflection, noting only his hair and clothes have changed while the rest of his appearance remains unchanged. The man accuses Hanshin of being a scammer, while the woman orders him to beat them with a stick to get rid of them. Hanshin is mystified by his sudden change in feelings. A mysterious voice calls out to Hanshin, urging him to come closer, even closer. As he walks along, pondering the source of the voice and his surroundings, he is abruptly asked if he is the chosen one, startling him as something ahead grabs his attention. He notices an armored figure suspended a few feet above the ground, surrounded by chains. The demon looks down at Hanshin, remarking that he is even weaker than expected, declaring him unworthy of its power. Agreeing to take it step by step, the demon suggests they proceed cautiously. Suddenly, a few feet behind Hanshin, several skeletons emerge, clad in armor. Uttering the words "A new lord," they advance towards Hanshin, their gloved hands outstretched as they chant "Lord, Lord." Startled, Hanshin struggles as the hands grab him, rendering him unable to move. His eyes widen in terror as he realizes the gravity of the situation. Meanwhile, the crystal he's placing his arm on begins to vibrate, signaling something ominous. Hanshin's arm is jerked off from the stone, his expression contorted in pain. Excitedly, the lady declares that the mother stone has responded, urging Hanshin to continue, while the wife shows concern for her son. With a firm grip on his hand, Hanshin questions the lady, expressing his belief that the stone is malevolent and asking if they want him dead. The lady instructs a guy named Jingsong to assist Hanshin, who bows and acknowledges her command. Jingsong raises two fingers, making a commanding gesture, and orders the battle armor to assemble. He extends his arms and presses his legs hard against the ground, causing metal armor to automatically materialize on his body. Hanshin looks astonished as the armor suddenly appears on Jingsong's body out of nowhere. Jingsong swiftly moves behind Hanshin and grabs both of his arms, catching him by surprise. As Hanshin shouts in confusion, Hanshin clenches his teeth as he realizes he can't break free from Jingsong's grasp. Jingsong forces Hanshin's hand to touch the stone. A huge uproar ensues as electricity-like tentacles crackle around Hanshin after his hands touch the stone. Hanshin slips out of Jingsong's grasp and flips over him. The lady looks pleased, while the couple watches in astonishment, and the husband wonders what's happening. Hanshin's clothes change as he summons a weapon in his palms. Standing tall in unique armor and wielding a long spear, Hanshin attains the rank of human king. Jingsong looks shocked, stating that the awakening should be at the first level of standard rank, not so high. Hanshin gives an evil smile, his eyes glowing green. Startled, Jingsong questions what Hanshin is doing as Hanshin, raising his spear, comes for him. Sweating and worried, Jingsong gasps at Hanshin to wait and hold on. Hanshin strikes at Jingsong with his spear, shattering his armor and sending him flying back. The lady marvels at Hanshin's ability to destroy 9th level standard grade armor with a single blow but expresses concern about his shallow cultivation and the potential corruption of his mind by the armor. The wife runs at Hanshin, shouting out that fighting isn't allowed, out of her husband's grasp, as he gives a terror-stricken look. Hanshin swiftly turns towards the woman, his eyes still glowing with an evil look on his face. He flings his spear at the woman. The husband screams out in terror at his wife to watch out. The spear shoots towards the wife, inches away from penetrating her body. The spear stops, inches away from the old woman's face. The lady holds the spear in her hand, preventing it from harming the old woman. Increasing her grip, she shatters the spear. She flings the broken spear back at Hanshin, instructing him to take it back. The spear embeds into the wall beside Hanshin, alarming him. Hanshin's face twists into an evil smile as the spear dissolves. Suddenly, Hanshin disappears from where he is standing. In an instant, he reappears before the lady, his hand gestured into a claw aimed at her. The lady raises her hand, her palm glowing. She pushes the air with her palm towards Hanshin, its force knocking him back. Hanshin's armor shatters, his expression turning to shock. Coming back to his senses, Hanshin wonders what happened before everything around him goes dark. The system appears and informs that the connection to the host is successful and the battle domain system starts. Hanshin, hand on his chin, ponders and realizes the mental disturbance refers to when he loses control. Suddenly, a new mission pops up on the system, to investigate the Eastern Academy's library, with 2 buttons, yes and no. Curious about the mission, Hanshin clicks on yes. After a strange sensation, Hanshin wakes up in a bed, yelling out to wait a minute, expressing he still has a lot of questions to ask. Seeing him awake, the woman rushes towards Hanshin, calling him son with joy, while the husband stands beside her, crossing his arms and huffing. Hanshin asks where he is, and the husband explains that it's the residence the academy arranged for him and mentions he has been unconscious for hours. Hanshin strokes his forehead, feeling the lingering pain, pondering if the system he interacted with earlier was just a dream. The old woman, taking a closer look at Hanshin, speculates that he is not feeling well. She asks Hanshin if he is hungry, offering to feed him milk as her mom, but her husband interrupts, bellowing for her to wait a moment. Trying to appear calm, the husband explains that their son is very old and doesn't need milk. The woman insists Hanshin is still a baby, while the husband agrees, suggesting Hanshin might be thirsty, leaving him perplexed. The old man turns to Hanshin, giving him a weird look, and asks if he is thirsty. Hanshin gives a pleasant smile and agrees, requesting a cup of water. The old man informs Hanshin that he almost caused a big mess and if Ms. Lu hadn't intervened, it might have been disastrous. Hanshin wonders if Ms. Lu is that strong woman he fought with earlier. The old man explains that Lu Nanjiao recently became a teacher at the Eastern Academy and outside she is pretty and charming but has a very fierce temper and is strict. The old man tells Hanshin that Ms. Lu will be his teacher as well, while the wife, pouring water, complains about Lu's heavy-handedness. Hearing that Lu will be his teacher, Hanshin asks if he will be studying there as the old woman brings him a cup of water, saying it will help him cool down. The old man explains that the Eastern Academy is a place that trains armored warriors, assuring Hanshin he can concentrate on his studies there and promising he and his wife will visit him often. The old woman presses herself against Hanshin, who struggles to push her away, mumbling that he wants to see Ms. Lu. Hanshin exclaims about the size and cuteness of the huge hill upon laying his eyes on it. Hanshin and Ms. Lu walk along a sky bridge under the bright moon. Ms. Lu asks if he came to see her late to visit the book pavilion, and he murmurs in agreement. Hanshin expresses his desire to understand the world more, feeling he has fulfilled his mission set by the system, while Ms. Lu mentions that the pavilion has lots of books about the world. Ms. Lu remarks that it will take Hanshin a lot of time to read through all the books and offers to explain briefly. She explains that the current world is called the Battle Domain Continent, where spiritual energy is abundant and contains all kinds of life. People who live in that world have the chance to awaken the power of armor to become battle domain armored warriors and obtain various powers. She mentions the existence of evil spirits, which, when condensed, transform into monsters known as the Calamity, cruel beings causing destruction. Ms. Lu notes that only the armored warriors can fight the Calamity. Arriving at the pavilion, Ms. Lu tells Hanshin to take his time there, mentioning she has other things to do, and Hanshin apologizes for troubling her. Hanshin realizes that danger lurks everywhere in that world. Hoping to find a way to recover his memory, he decides to check if there are any books on amnesia as he enters the pavilion. As he opens the doors, two fierce tiger eyes stare back at Hanshin. Startled, Hanshin is taken aback. Suddenly, a huge tiger lunges at Hanshin. Hanshin summons his spear, blocking the tiger's sharp claw. The tiger roars loudly as it advances towards Hanshin. Hanshin rams the spear into the ground, creating a huge shockwave. Struggling to hold onto the spear emitting strong shockwaves, he realizes he needs to equip his full battle armor. Suddenly, someone interrupts, raising their hand and shouting enough. The tiger halts its action, turning towards a figure emerging from the doors, who addresses it as Dog Egg and scolds it for its bad manners. The new arrival, an old man named Jiang, the librarian, apologizes to Hanshin and asks if he has been injured. Hanshin puts away the spear, questioning how the old man knows him. Jiang, the librarian, explains that Teacher Lu has already notified all faculty of Hanshin's identity. He advises keeping it a secret from others. Seated on the floor with a table in front of them, Hanshin asks Jiang why the library has such a fierce tiger, to which Jiang reminds him that there are things he doesn't know. Jiang clarifies that the tiger, Dog Egg, is a spirit he raised, which attacked Hanshin due to his unfamiliar scent. Jiang apologizes to Hanshin, mentioning he has been at the library for over 3 years and has never heard about books that can recover memories. Xiaoshan acknowledges it's okay, expressing that his only memory is filled with hardship, admitting uncertainty about the benefits of recovering all memories. Jiang, cupping his hand to his ear, queries Hanshin about why he thinks he is handsome. With a proud look, Jiang asserts that Hanshin knows how to talk, reminiscing about his own youth when he was the most handsome young man. Puzzled, Hanshin wonders when he called Jiang handsome. Hanshin acknowledges Jiang's eccentricity but praises his reliability, especially in guiding him to find books about the world. Hanshin discovers that the history of humanity in this world, known as the Battle Domain Continent, and the Blue Star are similar, finding the timeline confusing. He realizes that the details related to armor skills are filled with trivial information and finds it difficult to immediately remember so many things, showing interest in legends instead. A legend persists among the people, warning that one day, hidden evil spirits will erupt. When that time comes, the world will descend into catastrophic chaos, and no amount of armored warriors will suffice to prevent the continent's destruction. Only the holy suns from outside the heavens will be able to save the people, and the Mother Stone will be able to detect the holy sun. The system pops out and congratulates Hanshin for obtaining the mission reward, the Eye of Insight, which allows the host to observe detailed information about targets. Startled by the sudden appearance of the system, Hanshin realizes that the last time he saw it wasn't a dream. Jiang looks over at Hanshin and asks if something is wrong, prompting Hanshin to inquire if Jiang can see the thing in front of him. Jiang asks what thing he means, and Hanshin dismisses it. The next day, at the rear mountain of the academy, a group of students stands on a formation facing Ms. Lu, with Hanshin by her side. Ms. Lu announces that the freshmen have all arrived, and before they begin training, she has an announcement. Introducing Hanshin, Ms. Lu announces they have a new student, who waves at the others. A student notices that usually Xiao Song helps the teachers with training and wonders why Teacher Lu is personally there. Another female student, looking at Hanshin, thinks he is quite handsome and wonders how strong he might be. Ms. Lu instructs Hanshin to fall into line and directs the middle of the front row to make some room. She announces that today's training will be changed to basic training, emphasizing that no students are allowed to equip armor. Hanshin looks worried, pondering what kind of training it will be, especially since he just arrived in this world a day ago. A girl with black hair gazes at Hanshin, wondering if he might be weak due to the reduced training difficulty. Meanwhile, a guy with a headband turns to another guy beside him, whispering that Teacher Lu might like the new guy since she placed him in the middle of the front row. The guy with long hair curses, revealing that he came to the school just to court Lu and expresses concern that Hanshin stole the limelight. Determined, he decides he will have to properly take care of Hanshin. At the training grounds, Teacher Lu instructs the students to continue walking ahead through the military training grounds, explaining that once they pass the forest, the training will be finished. Ms. Lu reminds the students that the last person will be whipped and asks if they understand. Every student shouts out understood and bows down, except for Hanshin, who stands casually. Hanshin follows suit and bows as well. Ms. Lu commands the training to begin now that all understand. All the students hastily run outside without delay. Hanshin notices this and does the same, wondering if it's an endurance and speed training. He realizes all of them are very strong, noting even girls have easily overtaken him. Recalling his few memories of hard labor, he is sure his physique is better than other students. As they rush past the forest, Hanshin realizes he is a pushover among them and questions what kind of training others might have undergone. As they run below, stones begin sliding down from above. Huge boulders come rolling down at high speed, catching Hanshin's attention and causing him to give a worried look. The boulders smash into the ground, and all of the students use various techniques to avoid them. Bewildered, Hanshin observes how well the students handle the situation. Just as a huge boulder is about to squish Hanshin, someone intervenes. A girl kicks the boulder, smashing it into several pieces. Hanshin shields his face with his arms from the small stones flying everywhere. The girl makes a heroic landing. Turning to Hanshin, she addresses him as the new guy and tells him not to slack off, even if it's basic training. With a smile, she advises Hanshin to remember to be more serious and wishes him luck as the system appears, displaying her introduction. Hanshin is surprised to see the character interface. Bowsy rushes forward, and Hanshin recalls she was at the front, wondering if she came to help him. A hand grabs Hanshin's shoulder from behind, addressing him as a classmate. It's the long-haired guy, who asks Hanshin if he is nervous and suggests he relax. Moving forward, the guy mentions the consequences for the last person, leaving Hanshin wondering how he didn't notice him approach from behind. Hanshin questions why his Eye of Insight didn't activate and speculates the system might have its own rules. He also notes the guy's indescribable air of disgust. Deep in the forest, Hanshin rests against a tree, tired, and requests the system to open his character interface. The system displays his stats. His battle strength and defense strength are rated as trash. Seeing trash in his attributes, Hanshin comments on the system's hurtful words and wonders about his battle strength with his armor equipped. A huge tree log suddenly comes down on Hanshin, alarming him. He swiftly reacts, narrowly dodging the log. After avoiding the trap, he exclaims about the danger and questions how many more traps there are. The system informs Hanshin that he obtained 100 XP points for avoiding the trap. Reflecting on the awarded XP, Hanshin wonders if it means he can level up. Struck by something, Hanshin's eyes widen in shock. He grabs his shoulder in pain, feeling numbness spreading through his body. The system warns him that his body has been poisoned and activates the healing ability. Shocked to learn he is poisoned, Hanshin looks around frantically. He realizes that the guy with long hair has touched his shoulder. Hanshin notices something approaching him from behind the trees. A number of arrows come flying at him, one striking him as the system notifies him that he failed to evade the trap. Hanshin dodges the next few arrows, receiving some XP. Still clutching his shoulder, he understands that his reaction speed is slowing down because of the numbness. Hanshin hears a sound, causing him fright. He looks up and sees wooden spikes coming down directly on him. He curses under his breath. The system informs that antibodies have been created, detoxifying the poison. Hanshin feels his numbness gone. Smirking, he quickly steps out of the spikes, dodging them. The system provides him with 100 XP for dodging the trap. He takes swift steps back and looks over the huge wooden cage resting on the spot he was in earlier. Hanshin thinks he will be able to avoid most of the traps from now on as he is in good condition. Deeper into the forest, Hanshin avoids yet more arrows, gaining more experience points. He jumps over massive pits set with spikes at the bottom, obtaining XP. Hanshin dodges sharp blades swinging on ropes, claiming he is going to try his best. He exclaims in pain as he runs into needled vines. He lays flat on his back as spiked woods rush above, dodging them. He jumps, avoiding a massive boulder swinging from chains as he says he is going to use the system to get stronger. Hanshin receives lots of XP for avoiding the various traps. Receiving the massive amount of XP, the system upgrades Hanshin's armor and congratulates him for the achievement. Hanshin says he feels a subtle change in strength in his body and acknowledges his armor upgraded to the second level. He compares the feeling of his muscles, bones, and even skin being strengthened as if every cell had been infused with energy. The system informs Hanshin he has acquired a new skill, Bingzhou Skeleton Soldiers Level 1. He questions what the Bingzhou Skeleton Soldiers are. The system explains that Hanshin can summon 2 Bingzhou Skeleton Soldiers to fight for him, and their levels increase accordingly to his, and it can be used without the battle armor. He wonders if that skill is like a summoning. Hanshin realizes upon reading the description that some skills can only be used with battle armor on. The long-haired guy peeks at Hanshin from behind a tree. He shows an irritated look and wonders why Hanshin is still standing after being hit by his paralyzing spell and is disappointed at him for not being caught by the trap. He takes quiet steps as he wonders if he failed to poison Hanshin. He decides he will need to take care of Hanshin once again as he advances on him from behind. Hanshin grabs the guy's arm. Hanshin turns to the guy and asks how many times he is going to use the same trick, his voice filled with annoyance. A needle is clearly visible from a ring worn on the guy's hand, indicating his deceitful intentions. Giving a nervous smile, the guy says it's a misunderstanding and offers to explain. Hanshin kicks the guy, making him slam into a tree several feet away. Hanshin holds the ring on his fingers and says he doesn't have time for it, inspecting the ring for any clues or traps. The guy, slumped on the ground, says ever since he was a kid, He has only hit others and no one dared to touch him, revealing his spoiled upbringing. He gets up and jumps at Hanshin, looking pissed as he asks how dare he hit him, his entitlement showing. Their two hands meet in the air, creating a shockwave from the force, making leaves fly all around, showcasing their intense confrontation. The guy says how dare Hanshin stop a slap from him, and panting, he rethinks that Hanshin might not be weak. Hanshin, sweating, acknowledges the guy's slap to be strong and admits he's lucky for leveling up. The guy swings his arm, and Hanshin takes a few steps back. With a wicked smile, the guy, revealing himself as the young master of the Song family, a royal lineage, openly admits to bullying others, showcasing his arrogance. Hanshin firmly declares that he doesn't care about royalty and calls the guy an annoying. Hanshin mutters it's a good time to test his newly learned skills, his confidence rising. Hanshin says he is a bit lazy and uses the Bingzhou skeleton soldier's skill, summoning two terrifying skeleton soldiers. Two terrifying skeleton soldiers emerge, both wielding weapons and clad in armor. Hanshin tells the guy to play with the skeletons,